This is the remote Chinese province of Xinjiang. The locals here have spent thousands of years mastering the art of well-being. I'm here to find out if they can teach me how to revitalize and reconnect with my life. I'm Bobby Chen, chef, restaurateur, and international traveler. I've been living a crazy, hectic life for the last 20 years, running successful restaurants on 2 continents.
Things ain't going exactly to plan.
My life is high octane and high stress.
Man, where have you been?
It's been a blast, but this fast living has finally caught up with me.
You got sleepy repose and also greasy tongue coat, some dampness and flame inside your body. That's why you feel heavy sensation around your back.
My long-suffering body is in need of some serious detox. So I've come to Xinjiang, China, to immerse myself in a world of traditional and alternative therapies. On my quest to feel better, I'll set myself on fire.
That was really hot.
Risk my life at mind-boggling heights.
It's instant death.
Bury myself head to toe in hot salt and blow off steam at a nomad dance party.
And there's no alcohol involved.
As I road test as many ways as I can to achieve the ultimate detox. My China detox kicks off in the remote northwest province of Xinjiang. This is China's very own Wild West. It's home to over a dozen ethnic groups, and it's a real mixed bag of influences and cultures. The people here are sitting on centuries of traditional knowledge, and I'm hoping that they can bring some harmony and balance to my seriously stressed out life.
Ulamushi is the capital of Xinjiang, which is smack bang in the middle of Asia. Salam alaikum. Making new friends, meeting new people. How are you? Wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. It's the furthest city on the planet to an ocean, about 2,500 kilometers. Somewhere that way.
During the Tang Dynasty, Ulamushi was a major hub on the ancient Silk Road.
That's a bite?
Ulamushi was a main trading point between China and the Western world. This cultural intersection was also a place to share ideas for health, mind, body, and spirit. And many of those philosophies are still going strong today.
Do you ever wonder why the Chinese live to a ripe old age? Well, take a look at that.
Every morning across the city, thousands of locals take part in a communal mass exercise. This is the People's Park in downtown Ulamushi, and it seems like half the population is here to work out and stay healthy.
Well, it feels good.
It's graceful, serene, and a little bit surreal.
See that guy in the olive outfit? That's Master Chen. That's the guy I'm supposed to meet.
Tai Chi might be familiar to millions as a gentle way to exercise. But originally, it was a brutal martial art born of the battlefield. I'm enlisting as a student of Master Chen to learn how to harness the mighty energy that flows through the body.
腿微屈，膝盖微屈。哦 ，OK，
Master Shen's students are taught to avoid fighting force with force.
直一点，那个步子厚一点。
Instead, we must learn to defend against an attack with softness and flow with the natural motion.
松松松松松，松松松。
My thing is that you're saying to remain loose, right? Where the whole reason why I'm here is I'm not loose, I'm tense. I'm coming from the West. There's nothing relaxed about us. We're stress cases.
我的肌肉也很紧，用上力了也很紧，但是呢，当我的意念调整时，心呢要想着美好的东西，啊，想着花朵，想着海洋，想着高山，想着流水。
Tai Chi is a bit like a workout in slow motion. But it's physical too. It strengthens the muscles and ligaments of the joints and improves blood circulation. It's a great low-impact exercise to practice every day, even at a ripe old age.
This is a form of meditation and concentration, and I really shouldn't be talking to you right now. So let me do my thing.
Yang.
Master Sheng says yin and yang are the opposite forces in nature and can't exist without each other. If I'm going to master Tai Chi, I have to harness the opposing powers and create a perfect balance.
Yang. 剑啊，阳。盾啊，阴。矛和盾就是阴阳。
See how graceful and peaceful this is? But in any second, it can just turn violent.
Tai Chi translates as Supreme Ultimate Fist. It might look like a series of harmless arm movements,
蝴蝶手。
but it's a powerful martial art.
Yeah.
手格挡防的。
I don't want you to hurt me. So this is exercise and martial arts where you can actually defend and attack. So the Tai Chi stuff of like, look at my energy moving, calm, serene, peaceful. I'm just a human being in a park in a community doing my thing is one thing. Then you got this guy who's like, whack, and then he'll like take that around, break your wrist, twist it, then break your arm, then what? You're not gonna hit me in the face after that?
砸一砸，你砸我啊，用劲，砸我，砸我。
I'm gonna hit you.
可以可以可以。
Oh no, too scary, too scary.
Xinjiang's ethnic communities give the province a rich multicultural flavor, which is just as well. After all that exercise, I'm famished.
Look at this. That's a show. Catch that one again. Do that one with more sauce. More sauce. Look. Yeah. It's spicy. There's a lot of garlic and vinegar and chili. The difficulty here is that I have no idea what I'm eating because nobody speaks English. They speak Uyghur.
The Uyghur people are Xinjiang's largest ethnic group and a fiercely proud Muslim community.
I'm gonna try my hand at one of their oldest, most dangerous traditions, where the slightest lapse of concentration can mean the difference between life and death.
This is Darwaz, the traditional Uyghur sport of tightrope walking, which originated in China's western region over 2,000 years ago.
No rope, no safety nets.
It's a dangerous sport that requires strength, agility, and concentration. 3 things that would really improve my life. But do I really need to risk my life to get them?
We're upping the stakes. It's gonna take it to a completely different level. He's going 25 meters up. If he falls, it's instant death. No belts, no mats. It's a very sobering sport. Total concentration. You can clearly sense the incredible mastery. Confident, focused, on a tightrope. I mean, that's what he does. Bravo! Don't expect me to all of a sudden do anything close to that. I gotta cook, clean, take care of the girlfriend. If I had the time, that's a colossal if. I'd never get to that. Shukriya. Very good.
To succeed at Darwaz requires a Zen-like control of the mind. Darwaz master Mei Jun has agreed to help me untangle the mental spaghetti in my head. And in just 2 days' time, I'll be facing the high wire myself. In the restaurant business, stress, chaos, and hard living are all part of the job.
I'm not doing that. It's not like this.
I'm Bobby Chen, an overworked chef on a mission to detox my mind, body, and spirit. I'm in China to see what centuries of traditional knowledge can teach me about a healthy life. 150 kilometers south of Ulamushi, and I'm freewheeling my way through the Gobi Desert, heading towards the Turpan Depression. In summertime, it's one of the hottest places on Earth. I'm flanked on either side by the Sky Mountains. For the next few hundred kilometers, they form a dusty and desolate corridor. My destination? A spectacular expanse of white crystals called the Xinjiang Salt Lake.
For over 4,000 years, the Chinese have been harvesting salt. They're light years ahead of everyone else at valuing this incredible mineral. It didn't take them long to figure out the health benefits, to improve your blood circulation and to detoxify you.
I'm here to try a treatment known as salt therapy in a health spa that's so brilliantly kitsch, only the Chinese could pull it off.
This is what we're here for. Ni hao.
I'm putting my health in the hands of salt specialist Shusafan. She's the latest in a long line of Chinese therapists who value salt for its healing properties.
它是通过低热加热，让你的皮肤呢充分的吸收钙、铁、锌、钠、镁等营养元素。另外一个呢，它是通过低热加热，打开你的毛孔以后，排出你身体的湿气，达到治疗风湿病的作用。
This salt pool is chock full of crystals from the Xinjiang Salt Lake and has a density 20 times that of the ocean. Shusafan tells me that 1 hour's rest in here is equivalent to 4 hours of sleep.
If you try to put your legs down, it's not going down. It's like just floating like a tomato in water.
While you're dozing, the minerals in the salt water penetrate through the pores, helping with skin hydration and repair.
I have to say that was rather therapeutic. It's not often you get to lie in the water effortlessly floating.
Shusafan is covering my entire body in salt crystals to create a tight seal. She says it helps the temperature increase and assists the body to cleanse itself of toxins, and can relieve suffering from allergies like asthma, hay fever, and bronchitis.
My feet are pulsating, which feels kind of weird. Is that normal?
那是促进血液循环的，你血管在跳，所以说它加速你的血液循环，所以就感觉到血管在蹦蹦蹦的跳。
It's not only my feet that are pulsating, it's my arms and my whole body. I feel you really get in touch with your circulation here. After about 15 minutes, then comes the stinging. And I can feel the stinging in my legs, and that's where I would usually get eczema. Just sharing. Oh. That actually felt pretty good. Look, see, I think this is where the eczema should be. It comes in right around there. It extracts it, it takes it out, like those commercials, it just takes out all the bad stuff, pulls it out, and then leaves you with fresh, smooth, silky skin. And now for a nice shower.
I feel like I've been cured, like Parma ham, as I cruise the desert plains of Xinjiang province, heading for the town of Turpan. Around 70% of Turpan's population belong to the Uyghur community. I'm here to join them as they celebrate the nutritious goodness of the one thing that thrives in the blistering desert sun.
Grapes are one of Xinjiang's largest exports, and 80% of the raisins come from this region of Turpan. And I gotta tell you, it's pretty tasty. Each one of these tastes totally different. They taste sweet, but some have a more pungent type of skin, sour, some seeds, some not seeds. This is called Shusafan. It's the size of a champagne grape or a peppercorn. It has medicinal properties. The Uyghur people use this to help your digestive systems or children with measles.
Legend has it that grapes were introduced to Turpan by traders traveling the ancient Silk Road. I'm helping grape farmer Sieti as she harvests the fruit that's become the life force of the town.
Isn't that beautiful?
Ertesi çay içkende sek içimiz. Soğuklukka mimarlığa berimiz, yakında tukallarımızga, uruk tukallarga, Irak'tan gelgen mimarlar biz ben pek yaxşı görmem üzünü. Tukallarını mana yaşlar kaşlap, 9-cı birde başlap üzüp hamang asımız, kurutup onu kuruğunu sattımız.
The landscape here is littered with mud brick huts used for drying grapes and making raisins. Raisins are a healthy part of the Uyghur diet, but they're also an important ingredient in Uyghur medicine as a treatment for everything from cholesterol problems to blood disorders.
Oh, this is beautiful. I think my work looks very pretty. There's something very therapeutic about this. It's kind of like decorating a Christmas tree. And after about 10 days in the blistering heat, raisins.
Raisins are a high-energy, low-fat food and great for cooking. I can't leave Turpan without experiencing the local version of Shusafan,
Here we go.
a traditional Uyghur meal that's packed with raisins. Kayamu learned the recipe for Shusafan from her mother. It's been handed down through the generations as a popular dish for celebrations and festivals. Today, we're making it to celebrate the end of the grape harvest.
Cooking it on the bone is how we like it. More flavor.
It's basically rice steamed in mutton broth with carrots and raisins.
Tastes good to me.
Kind of like a Xinjiang version of paella or risotto.
So you wonder who taught them to cook rice this way, and it's probably a little Arab influence brought from the Persians with the pilaus and the biryanis. And same kind of like similar concepts. Oh. Delicious. Just the perfect amount of bite to the rice. It's a hearty dish. It's a rich dish. Thank you.
Fueled up on raisin power, it's time to head back to the capital city.
Thank you, Grandma.
I'm in Ulamushi to face a high wire challenge that will test my mind and body to the limit. To prepare myself, I'm harnessing 5,000 years of Chinese traditional medicine to make a tonic that might just give me the edge that I need.
Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
I want to improve my muscle mass, and I want concentration. My brain will work at a completely different level.
那么现在呢，我就给你配4种新疆很有名的中药。然后第一种呢就是冬虫夏草，就是这个。
Cordyceps, or winter worm summer grass, is actually a caterpillar that's been infected by spores from a parasitic fungus. It sounds gross, but it's good for my nerves. So load me up.
It's very accurate, huh?
还有就是这个鹿茸片。
Antler of a deer.
第3种呢就是这个新疆的沙漠人参肉苁蓉，它的药性是相辅相成的。
I drink this stuff?
这个都是泡水喝也可以，直接吃下去也行，打粉吃也行呢。
This concoction better help me focus. as I'm about to perform the tightrope walking known as Darwaz, one of the most dangerous sports in China.
It's gonna be rough.
Darwaz master Mei Jun has agreed to take me on as a student of this death-defying sport.
Pleasure to meet you.
想把那个第一次来的时候有活动，把那个老人们嘛心里面有点活动，有平衡感。说的时候那个腰不能软，一紧，两个手也活动。
Can you tell whether or not I have the ability to do this in like the next hour?
你看一下那个这性子。
That means yes. There's hope. Okay?
Like all new recruits, I begin my training on a rope placed safely on the floor level. As I get better, the rope gets higher.
So how long will it take me to master this skill?
3年。
3 years.
有些演员2年，有些演员3年，不一样，你感觉不一样，那个心不一样，那个胆子不一样，娃娃的。如果10个娃娃，我们学大娃子，10个娃娃的时候3个，最多5个大娃子出来了。
Okay, so if you basically have a fear factor inside you, you don't have the heart to go to the top and look down and go, ah, then forget trying this.
The origin of Darwaz is found in Uyghur mythology. Story goes, a flying monster was wreaking havoc on a village when a young man stretched a rope 30 meters in the air and walked along it to slay the creature in the sky. For the Uyghurs, tightrope walking is considered to be the ultimate in courage, cunning, and strength.
Six-pack, strong definition, incredible focus. Earthed.
Master Mei Jun says the time has come for me to raise the wire off the floor and walk the skies. I'd better fill up on the old caterpillar fungus to boost my strength and concentration.
I considered eating the caterpillar, but it expanded and it seemed much more like a caterpillar. When it was dry, like it looked like a twig. Concentration. Oh, where there's no cushions. Oh, perfect.
Right. Here I go. There's no net and the rope is high enough that if I fall, I'm most likely breaking my legs.
So I didn't do well walking on the ground, so they've decided to put me up here where there's absolutely no cushion at the beginning. Whoa, that was scary.
And the only safety equipment is a rope around my waist.
That's gonna hold me?
Okay.
All of a sudden I get rope burn now. Look at the bloodthirsty bystanders, all staring. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll tell you what you notice immediately is your heart rate and energy level increases by just doing that. Because at one stage, it's like, I don't want to fall, and I just visualized the rope. I don't know, I don't want to sound like, you know, some whack-ball, but I felt like I was one at one stage. No sweat. Shukriya. Thank you.
My mind and body feel stronger and more focused, but there's no time to bask in the glory of my achievements. As I'm about to step out of the frying pan and into the fire. I'm Bobby Chen, a sleep-deprived chef in the high-stakes, high-stress restaurant business. I'm determined to give my life some balance, so I'm in China on a mission to detox my mind, body and soul. The Chinese think about health and medicine in a completely different way to the rest of the world. Here, the body is thought of as a complex superhighway of energy pathways where it's quite plausible to treat a toothache by setting fire to your elbow.
In Chinese mythology, fire is considered a destructive force, and those who control it are legendary heroes. In Chinese traditional medicine, however, it's a purifying energy for the spirit, body, and mind.
Being a professional chef means a lifetime spent working on your feet.
Ni hao. How are you?
And loads of top chefs end up with severe back complaints. I want to see if traditional Chinese therapies can help me with my back problems. But I can't choose between the flaming towels or the fiery cups.
So how old is this treatment?
有3000年的历史了。是在古代的中国人呢，在日常的一个工作中呢，发现呢，对有一些经络做了一些穴位刺激以后，效果会非常好。然后呢，就用了这种不断演变的一个过程中，发明成了这种拔罐。
The Chinese believe that pain is caused by an imbalance in the body's energy, or qi as they call it. With cupping therapy, the flame creates a vacuum in the cup, which sucks up the skin, draws the toxins out of the body, and realigns the qi. I find the idea of cupping really quite appealing, but now those big red welts, it looks very confronting.
How often do I have to try to see the difference?
这个根据个人的一个身体情况，像一般来说身上有那种比较疼的，然后经络不通的一些表现的时候呢，我们都建议3天可以拔1次，这是根据个人的身体情况的。
Cupping seems mild in comparison to setting your face on fire, but it doesn't seem to be concerning the other patient.
How does this work?
因为在烧火疗的时候呢，火在上面着，皮肤和毛巾纸之间呢，它会形成一种真空，这种真空负压的原理就能把体内的寒气、湿气、毒素给排出来。
It sucks the bad stuff out of my head? I can understand deer antlers and maybe sticking yourself with a needle. Cupping goes a little extra strange. Fire is definitely not on any radar in Western medicine whatsoever. I just don't think, your health insurance is going to cover it. But she's not even flinching. That's what's impressive.
Okay, if she can handle fire therapy, so can I.
Doctor, what's wrong with me?
没有做火疗的过程中会发现的。不用号脉，就是做的一个过程中，根据你背上火的那种颜色，然后呢就知道哪个地方会有问题。
These ladies seem a little bossy.
请您趴在床上翻过来。
Or is it that I'm scared, petrified?
She's dousing me with alcohol.
Ordinarily, I wouldn't think that letting someone cover me in alcohol and setting me on fire would be a good idea.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. I feel hot, sweaty. It's a very weird feeling to hear fire around your ear. I think I'm sweating like a pig. I'd probably be shy of hair after this. Because I don't think she's stopping. That was really hot.
Massaging the body after the fire is designed to open up the pores and let the bad qi escape. But right now, I feel barbecued and shrink-wrapped like a slab of meat.
It's almost like a cooking process. Take your subject, sear him with alcohol, and let rest for 45 minutes.
I'm not sure if my back problems have been fixed, but I'm feeling pretty relaxed.
6个小时之内不能碰凉水，不能吃凉东西；12个小时之内不能洗头，不能洗澡。
Yeah, I won't drink. I'm listening to you.
因为你刚做完火疗，身体整个都是热的，气血被调动起来了，运行比较快。如果你现在喝了凉水、碰了凉东西，或者洗了澡，寒气就会到你体内。
Fire therapy may appear far-fetched, but there's a lot about traditional Chinese medicine that makes a lot of sense to me. I believe in this hot, cold wind thing and the yin and the yang. You know, they got to be doing something right, you know? I'll try anything once, and it wasn't as bad as it looks. But then again, you have to ask me tomorrow how I feel. I've been seared to the bone, and I could do with a little rehydration. An hour from Ulamushi is Banangon Village, home to over 1,000 camels, and each one kicks out nearly 7 liters of vitamin-rich milk every day.
Hi, I'm here to milk a camel.
The medical world has been going nuts for camel's milk.
Sorry.
They found that it has antibacterial and antiviral properties, and it boosts the immune system.
Unlike cows that lactate nonstop, in order to milk one of these puppies, you need to have a young one around. And they basically produce their milk when they see the young one, increases their flow. Otherwise, no milk. Forget about it. Did you see that? Kicked me.
Despite the apparent dangers, half a liter of camel's milk contains all the vitamin C I need for a whole day. And it's a rich source of insulin.
It's a superfood. And for those that are lactose intolerant, this is the milk for you. I'm giving it a head massage. It gave me all that wonderful milk, healthy. It's the least I can do. I just want to taste it. Tastes like milk. It's a little warm because it just got milked. I think it's really good. I'm surprised. Anything this good, I think, should taste terrible, but this tastes really good. Bobby Chen says yes to camel milk. Camel milk coming to a store near you. Satisfaction guaranteed, or your money back. We put the in the milk.
A belly full of camel's milk, and I'm feeling pretty good. But I have to admit, I'm itching for some action. As I head north to the desert dunes, I may have found a way to help scratch that itch.
One drive, please.
Sometimes, blowing away the cobwebs of a busy, stressful life
Thank you.
can be as simple as letting rip with some adrenaline-pumping mayhem.
How about that one? It's a good sign, no speedometer. Whoa! You're crazy! He's crazy! That is insane! You're crazy! Unbelievable!
My blood is pumping, ready for the final detox adventure. I'm heading for the border with Kazakhstan to strut my stuff at a nomad dance party. I'm Bobby Chen, a 24/7 chef in the high-stakes, high-stress restaurant business. I'm in China on a mission to add some balance to my life and detox my mind, body, and soul. I'm actually feeling pretty good as I bust out of the desert and head north to the border of Kazakhstan. The province of Xinjiang is massive. It covers a sixth of the whole of China, and up here, it's like a completely different country.
This is the gateway to remote northwestern China. I'm at the border crossing of Kazakhstan, where each day hundreds of Kazakhs cross into the Chinese province of Xinjiang to trade with locals.
Gemene is one of the closest towns to the Kazakh border and the main trading point with the Chinese. Around here, the Kazakhs are the most prominent ethnic group, and their cultures and customs spread throughout this mountainous region.
Assalamu alaikum.
I'm here to spend some time with a Kazakh family who've requested that I might consider dressing for the occasion.
Not for me.
Traditional garb for guys around these parts is a loose embroidered coat called a shapan,
Oh, I like this.
often worn with a kalpak hat.
Napoleon-like.
Мынаны біз сахнада әдетте мына өзіміздің ұлтымызда домбыра шертіп, ән айтып шығады ғой. Сол кездерде киінетін киімі. Дұрыс, қара жырға.
Oh, little hat.
In the old days, embroidered garments were viewed as a symbol of prosperity. And well-to-do Kazakhs would layer up with 2 to 3 shapans just to show off their wealth.
How about this one? This is good. Can I get a hat as well? I like it. I'm headed north to the Altay Mountains to spend some time with the Kazakh nomads who've been roaming these slopes for generations in search of good food sources and water for their animals. I want to see what I can learn from a transient lifestyle built on hard work, fresh mountain air, and a high-protein diet.
The Altay Mountains stretch across the very center of Asia, between China, Russia, Mongolia, and Kazakhstan. Long, cold winters, bitterly low temperatures, and regular snowstorms make for a tough lifestyle amongst the towering mountains.
Oh, it's a little nippy up here. It's about 10 degrees colder than the valley below. Look at that. It's like a movie set.
The Kazakh nomads move around the mountainside with the seasons, finding good pastures for their animals.
Hello.
I feel like I've stepped out of the rat race and traveled back in time to a much simpler place.
Okay. Oh, very nice.
I've been invited to the mobile home of Grandpa Adeli Biak and his family. He tells me that life here revolves around the basics: family, food, and shelter.
мына жақтан соның көй ана Ересей Қазақстан жақтан қар жауған кезде қайта көшіп ана ойға барамыз. Сол жерде қыстаймыз. Келер жыл қайтадан 6 айда қайта көшіп келеміз. Тағы қайта 3 ай отырып көшеміз былай қарай.
What's the most stressful thing you have to deal with in your life?
Осы ұзақ суық районда көшіп қонып, бір жерде отырықта салмай, бара шағаны жақсы игілікке келтіре алмаған сен ауыртпалықсыз.
Many Kazakh nomads are giving up the transient life, swapping their tents for modern accommodation in villages. But for Grandpa and his family, the old ways win out, including the slaughter of the fattest sheep to honor their guest. For the family to survive in this type of terrain means eating the ultimate Atkins diet. It's all about protein, meat and dairy, and not much else.
Nothing goes to waste.
Mutton might be seen as a poor man's meat in some parts of the world, but it's rich in iron, helps form red blood cells, and supplies Grandpa's family with over 50% of their daily protein needs.
There's something really weird about holding freshly cut meat pre-rigor mortis. It feels very strange. I'm not used to that. And some tripe. It's like a summer holiday. You know what I'm talking about? You're out there in the woods and you're barbecuing marshmallows. Here, you use sheep head.
If there's one thing for sure, the Kazakhs really know where their food comes from.
She's pouring water down the intestine to clean that all out. This is Detox 101.
It's the ultimate fresh organic diet, as long as you're a meat eater, that is.
I didn't have the heart to tell them that I'm really a vegetarian. So it just would be not polite to partake in all this effort of killing an animal and not eating it.
The landscape of the Altay Mountains is so breathtaking, it's almost hard to believe it's real. I completely understand why Grandpa and his family want to stay here. It's a tough, hard-working lifestyle, but there's a feeling of freedom in these hills.
It's exactly what the doctor ordered. A little fresh air, countryside, be in touch with nature. So far away from the rat race right now, I'm feeling pretty good. Come on.
The nomad diet is fascinating. It seems to be governed by the fact that they're constantly on the move.
Jeez, cows all like, all right already.
The food has to be preserved in a way that will last them on their travels.
Sıyırdan savuma keremiz yani. Sodan keyin ayran gibi yutamız. Sevimiz sodan keyin kaynatamız. Arasında mayını alamız.
Most of the milk is turned into butter, cheese, or yogurt, then dried for eating later. When it's rehydrated in water, for a healthy meal rich in vitamins and calories.
And how long do I do this for? You do this for 1 to 2 hours a day? Every day?
It's time-consuming and labor-intensive, but this essentially is dairy production without refrigeration. This is an ancient method passed down through generations, using the enzymes from a cow's stomach that's been stored in a bucket for about a year.
You want me to try it? Yeah? Rustic cheese. It tastes like a dry ricotta with a little hint of yogurt at the absolute end.
Dem demek ki? Dem demek ki?
Yes, it's very good. Why are you shocked? It's good. I'm not lying.
I'm not joking about being a vegetarian, you know, but there's no way I'm refusing the generous hospitality of these people.
It doesn't get more simple than this. And as a guest of honor, I get to eat the sheep's head.
Like the majority of the Kazakhs in northwest China, Grandpa's family are devout Muslims and always give thanks to God before eating. It's traditional for the oldest member of the family to carve the head and serve the sheep's cheek to the guest of honor.
Nice smoky flavor.
Sizlerin gelip bizim yerimizde görüp elimizin жағдайын оқысып, мына қазақ халқының салт санасын үйренгенімізге biz de қатты қуанып рахметімізді айтып отырмыз.
Thank you for having me.
My adventure in Xinjiang has come to an end, and Grandpa wants the family to say goodbye in a way that unites people all over the world.
Grandpa just gave me the thumbs up that it's time to get ready. I'm gonna do it. Freddie Mercury does Queen Elizabeth I, Kazakh style. And there's no alcohol involved. These guys don't drink. This is how they party it up. Hey.
Back down on the desert plains, and I'm face to face with the flaming mountains, 800 meters of red and yellow sandstone. In 2008, they were officially the hottest place on Earth, clocking up just over 66 degrees Celsius. Thankfully today, it's a little cooler as I finish my journey by climbing their mighty peaks.
It's hot, it's dusty, it's slippery, it's steep. I'm old, but I don't give up. People want to change the way they feel. Modern life has gotten the best of us. So what do? We party, we dance, we go to the gym. Anything to release that stress, that tension. But there's a lot we can learn from ancient societies. I mean, I ate a caterpillar, I set myself on fire, I squeezed the nipple of a camel. All in the search of trying to make myself feel a little different. And I'll keep on trying, because I feel good. Till next time. Ciao.